Alright, it's time to visit the beach in Ninja Shadow of Darkness. As you can see, we've got some exploding plants waiting for us this time around. I should be careful with that axe. Straight through my leg, straight through my everything, straight through ow. And more lizard people! And exploding coconuts, because that's just the kind of place this is. So we've got the same music theme as the Katasaki stage. Whoops. Bit of a tense atmosphere. I don't know who these guys are, but they should not have been enjoying themselves on this beach. There are lizard men about, after all. I feel like this is one of the more expansive levels. It's quite a sort of range of little challenges and things to overcome. We'll see just how long it actually is. Try and bait out any angry coconuts. No? Cool. Let's just sneak along here and then... So these plants, as you see, you can destroy them and get some quite valuable stuff out of them. It's a bit harder later in the level when you get more of them, but we'll do what we can. Yeah, there's quite a few coins there. And depending on how well the later levels go, we might actually need quite a few of them, so we'll just have to see. You probably noticed that, yeah. Little secret. Some food I didn't need. But before we head off, there's this little sneaky bit here. You can see it at the very end of the level, it kind of curves around. You can see it in the background during the cutscene, and I think during the boss fight. This is one of those trade a life for a life moments. We don't actually need it. I'm grabbing it for demonstrative purposes, and also to show off if I manage to do these jumps correctly. There we go, aren't you impressed? Yeah, might as well grab the coins. Not this time, sword. So you might have noticed that all the evil ninjas have full sleeves, whereas Kurosawa, our hero, does not need sleeves. That is the mark of a true hero. There's a little shrine or grave or something there. You just hit it with a dagger because we're not very respectful people, apparently. I was looking for a secret. Definitely some there. Last time I was here, I think these were all coins. I left them hoping they'd be healing. They were not. So suddenly you come up to this barrier. Might not be particularly clear where you're supposed to be going, but the truth lies here. I was quite inexperienced with 3D games back when I first played this. I wonder how long I took to find stuff like that. Oops. Yeah, so these kind of snake things, I'm sure they're normally a bit more visible than this. Especially the ones kind of behind, like off to the left. I feel like you can not see them at all. Maybe they're more visible if I'm over here. They are indeed. Honestly, all I need to do is face in one direction and spam knives, and I should be fine. Don't go into the hut before you press that. And then here we are, back at that shrine I pointed out earlier. We can kill more of these innocent villager types. And then ninja guardians. Just gonna quickly double check. Did get all of them right. I did. Okay, we can now proceed. Wait, I didn't. I'm so paranoid about secrets, I'm just seeing flashes wherever I go now. So we need a gold key for that door over there, so here we come. This gets put into a couple of levels. Whoops. Well, I thought it was going well, and then I did all that rest of it, so it's just how it goes sometimes, right? Okay, so we've got a bit of a little tricksy thing just beyond that there. So you be careful and then try to kill it as much as possible without getting... Do as I say, not as I do. Well, I thought I could kill it. I was wrong. I bet this is a healing item. It's not, it's a scroll. That's actually good timing. And more lizard people! I really should have kept a tally. Although I do actually have video evidence now. So we can go back and see just how many lizard people I've murdered. My next most important duty is getting hold of a weapon. The last thing you want to be doing when fighting lizard men is not killing them in like one hit. I don't know why I ever think that I've defeated all the available lizard men. See, there's just no end to them. I'll take that healing item though. So I don't think we're going to get that coin, are we? Oh no, we did. There we go. Suddenly getting a lot of healing items. Could have done with them a bit earlier. Although I could also have done with playing a bit more sensibly. Speaking of playing sensibly, hang back on this bridge. And then, here we go. It's a bit like the wasps in the first level, you just kind of want to go in circles. I'm not sure, maybe you can outrun them, but I think that making them turn around to follow you slows them down. To be fair, I think we probably killed a lot more samurai than lizard people, but there's something very distinctive about the lizard people that makes them stick in my memory a lot more. Another great example of the early 3D era. Ultimate sword. Now we're talking. But yeah, I was talking about these palm trees, just to be clear. So that's our next destination, but first we need a key. And we need to not get blown up by coconuts. Or killed by lizard people. Now we're locked in. Nowhere to go. But Lizard Town. Let's bait out these trees. Nothing too interesting up there. Don't think there's any secrets in this specific little bit. So I think you're alright at first coming along here, but as you get towards the destination, there we go. Let's move to one side of it. It's not quite as clean as the first time I was clearing plants, but I can live with that. Whoops. I mean, we obviously don't need it now, but as you can see, another scroll. Whoops, would have been nice if we were down a scroll level. And I kind of run around there. Let's just double check the walls. Now we're good. I think clearing the plant gauntlet opens this up. Yep. There's a very angry ninja there. And in case you didn't get enough of the weird energy pedestal, here's another. Which... Oops. I tried to preemptively run around. Don't think it really worked out. Better than last time, maybe. Actually, I'm not too sure. I was already quite low on health the first time. coins, just what we need. And more coins. I'm sure we'll get another healing item very soon. And if not, I'll moan about it and nothing will change. Yeah, just gotta commit there. Go, yep. Ha, this is sure to give me some healing. Or some coins. Okay, I think we're rolling up on the worst part of this level. Potentially one of the worst parts of the game entire. Yeah, it's those barrels over there. I'll just check down here and then we can go and suffer that bit. Alright, so as you can see, some of them explode. You've got to kind of jump across 3 in a row and hope that they don't explode underneath you. Sometimes the one at the far end will explode while you're jumping towards it, like there. So, good luck is all I say. Yeah. Rest in peace, my ultimate sword. We can salvage this, it'll be fine. Our beloved lizard people here to greet us. This is another bit where you really just don't want to miss one of the side objectives. Otherwise you have to come back across the exploding barrels, and that's not ideal. By which I mean it's a disaster. They're really annoying to do the other way around. Although I think if you die, it does put you back here, so that's a clever shortcut. That's sarcasm, just to be clear. Well, I thought he was just starting to jump and he just died. It's fine. We can salvage this. Everything's gonna be okay. We're down to half power and no weapon, but nothing can stop us if we just believe in something. I tried to kind of lure them a bit up here. Didn't really work that well. Or maybe I just didn't commit properly. But yeah, that's what we're here for. Golden key. Don't think there's any secrets around here. If you could climb up here, you'd be able to bypass a bunch of the barrels. But this guy's, I don't think he's a real ninja. I think he's a fake. I think he's been lying. Right. Back to suffering. I don't like that. I probably could have made it the whole way. No. Okay. No. Did I say that I don't like this section? I don't know how I missed that. We're down to 1 scroll now. We're down to 5 lives. This is an unmitigated disaster. One of those deaths was really not needed as well. Okay. Okay, we're slightly back on track. If we can just get some more scrolls and the occasional extra life, maybe we can rescue this from disaster. We do still have a bunch of continues. It's not great to rely on those though, because it resets your entire score, resets your entire gold. No weapons, no scroll levels, and you only get 3 lives as well. So it's a good fallback when you're struggling, but as a long-term goal, I don't recommend it. Okay, one of these has a silver key. It's not this. I really wish it. Okay. So we're now at 1 power. Soon we'll be back at the point where enemies have just taken multiple combos to defeat. Ow. Took all those hits to get that little item, and I still failed to actually run over it properly. So I think this is our 3rd and final dagger challenge. Even more cramped than before. Just take a little bit of damage there for no reason. That's how I play these things. Okay. Fairly good example of how much longer it takes to kill things. But we managed to dodge. It's all fine. Now we can check out those other chests. They're going to be just full of weapons, scrolls, just everything we need. Oh, it was a scroll. It was another scroll? It's a life? Huh. Maybe I should be sarcastic more often. That's magic. I can be ungrateful for getting magic when I'm already at 9. I think that's everything. Let's just make sure. Okay, we're at 3 power, we're down 3 lives, we don't have a weapon. I'm pretty sure, as long as I can get through this bit without dying stupidly, there's another weapon waiting for us. Okay. So back to these weird little spiky things. We've really got to commit that. I don't think there's anything up the top. We'll take a look. Nah. Okay. I think one of these is a weapon. There we go. Oh hey, it's a polearm from level 4. Probably has a proper name. I do not know it. Maybe it does have better range. I'm probably imagining things. It's probably just because I've been punching again for so long. But I kind of feel like the polearm might have a slight edge in terms of how far away you can hit things from. I'll take that. That's put us in a fairly favourable position. However, this next small section of the level could prove to be my undoing. Do you have any enemies? Do not have enemies to bait out. I was expecting that though. And if you don't like one of those, let's have two. Again, I'm not sure if jumping is required. I do it anyway because the button's right there asking to be pressed. This guy's great. Like, I don't know what his deal is, but he's great. We're not at full power, but this guy most certainly is. I think when he runs at you, I'm not even sure if you can dodge. I wonder if you can block it. You can't block that at least. And for some reason the boss music doesn't activate. I think it does if you die. Magic is a lot weaker, even like one level short. Oh, we got all the secrets. Nice. So that's put us back at 8. And there you can see that life from the early level. So here we're transitioning from the second world to the third. Once again, before we can do that, we get teleported off to Vatanaka land. Okay, not actually a bad selection this time. We can get ourselves back up to full power. I think he's nudged the price of that up by 50. I don't even know what's going on with food pricing. It just goes all over the place. Although actually, I think that was, oh no, that was just the ham. That's not as good as the chicken. I don't need to buy any magic. So this next stretch, I did mention it back in the first video. It's, in my opinion, the worst stretch of the game. But we'll see. We'll see if we can get through it next time.